Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Is you riding on a team? Got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love. I've been feeling like the motherfucking man lately. Can't nobody do it like I can daily. Baddest in the lattice in the land. Body turn your nigga to a fanny up, fanny up. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road, but I get to the bag on the low. I be counting stacks while they grow, yeah, you know me. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I come in town, you should slide on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love.
Hey babe, look what hole I am in. I try not to think too much about what might have been. How nice if I just could let you in. I know you could be my remedy. How long will you keep trying? I know it's not, babe, it's not easy. I guess deep down inside, I knew you could be my remedy. If I gave you my heart, you could tear it apart. And if I tell you how I feel, would you be good to me? How nice if I just could let you in. I know you could be my remedy. How long will you keep trying? I know it's not, babe. It's not easy. I guess deep down inside, I know you could be my remedy. Be my remedy. Yeah, you could be I know you could be my remedy.
Nathan, 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 NathanIvy.com. Mr. Ivy know the show must go on. As far as Cincinnati, man, I put on. Tunes made another flame beat for me to cook on. Raised dogs, close fists, yeah, too strong. Team NI, chop it up at the chop shop. Top notch with the king flow, the hot shot. Cop squats in, listen to the real. Jumping like hopscotch, nobody harder than, oh, no, think not. Not only citywide, but nationwide. Superlatives, keep it locked like them Haitian guys. Put the truth in the airways, we talk about it. Brand new like the templates, let's be about it. Who got the info by the AM? Jono be the rapper, got them jamming when they play him. Staying in my lane, they ain't gotta okay him. Who the host with the scoop? Yeah, they gon' say him. Ivy, so superlative like a bag of Drippos. Show you where the bricks at, Cincinnati Reds at. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at. It's the 5-1-3, yeah, you know the flow. What's the word, Nate? Let them know the show. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Let's get back straight into it. On today's show, I want to talk about numerous things. It's coming up on, about 7:33 this morning. You've got me up until about 8:30 a.m. this morning. I know it's shorter than typical. Typically, we rock for about 2.5, maybe even 3 hours on some days. Hell, we even did like 4.5, 5 hours one day. I forget what we were talking about. But today is not that day. Today, you got me up until about 8:30 a.m. this morning, Eastern Standard Time. Then I got to make a move. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, man, what a beautiful morning. Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. I want to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? Where my innovators at? Where my hustlers at? Where my entrepreneurs at? You know, where my creatives at? Where my early risers at? Good morning to you. Early risers rule the world. I don't care what nobody says. Those that get up early, they rule the world. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. And always keep your face toward the sunshine and the shadows will fall behind you. This world we live in is so crazy. I'll put the disclaimer up one more time. It is a crazy world we live in. It's a dog world out there. Ain't no friends. Most of the people that you meet, they don't mean you well. So many games out here, gangsters, pranksters, scammers, con artists, people that want to exploit you, that it's rare to find someone that genuinely wants to see you succeed. And yet you've done that this morning, my friends, by tapping into the Nathan Ivy Show. I wish you all the best in whatever you're trying to do. Good morning to you, and good morning to you. Today's show is brought to you in part by our friends over at Renew Community Church. They offer a Sunday morning masterclass. It's a live stream. You can tap in on Sunday mornings at 11:45 a.m. This Sunday, why do so many relationships fall apart and end in ugly breakups? Learn joy, peace, and happiness with the number one relationship, you. Somebody's been listening to the flows over the years. That's right. That's the number one relationship that matters more than any other, more than your relationship with your kids, more than a relationship with your God. I said it. Uh-oh. Don't turn me off just yet, because I'm going to irritate you and challenge you in just a couple of minutes. You can turn me off then. That's right. Your God, your spouse, your mama and them. The number one relationship is the relationship with yourself. I love it. You can tap in this Sunday on Facebook at facebook.com/Cincy Renew. And or you can tap in on Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube at Renewed Community Church live stream. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Where my people's at? Where my people's at? So we know we did this a couple years ago, and I had a lot of fun with it, even though we didn't. I think we won like, I don't know, $20 or something like that. But I had a lot of fun with it. Is we did a lottery club, and many of you might have participated in that. I'm doing a new lottery club, and if you'd like to be a part of it, then what you'll have to do is send me a direct message. There's going to be multiple steps to this. The first thing is send me a direct message on Facebook. Send me a direct message on Facebook. You can also email me as well, because I'll be asking for your email address. And all we're looking to do with this $1 billion, they got $1 billion up for grabs. $1 billion. Now, of course, after everything is taken out, you're not going to get all of that. But I thought, man, with $1 billion, that seems like fun. Maybe we can do something. We might mess around and win. You might mess around and win something. So if you'd like to be a part of it, I put it on Facebook yesterday. But of course, I want to come to you, the choppers, directly and let you know that if you're interested, you can be a part of it. Hey, here I am. Good morning to you. Hold on one second here. I got to make sure I'm looking presentable first. Damn, Nate. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, bro. Take care of yourself. But if you're interested, you can email me at nathansflow@gmail.com. I'll flash it on the screen. Some of you might already have my email, especially if you already participated. Just let me know that you're interested, and then you can cash at me the funds. I'll send you a response. You cash at me the funds. I will confirm it with you like, hey, I got it, and then you're good to go. Simple as that. Once I purchase the tickets, just like we did before, once I purchase the tickets, I'll take a photograph of it, or I might even scan it. It depends on, how it depends. But either way, I'll make sure that you have a copy of all the tickets before the lottery is drawn on Friday. So you could expect it. The cutoff is 12 noon. I'm shortly thereafter going to purchase the tickets. So I'd say by 3 p.m., then you should expect an email from me. It's got to be email. If you're not on Cash App, it's not going to work. I don't want to do Cash App and PayPal and meet you somewhere. I'm not doing all that. I don't have that kind of time. You know what I'm saying? Get on Cash App. It's just that simple. All right. It's not that difficult. It won't cost you anything. It's a modern way of transferring money that you might be to use in some other aspects of your life. So I did it before. I've done this before just to make it as easy as possible for me. And you want to make it easy for me because I'm the record keeper and I keep meticulous records. As I said before, I play no games with people. I'm 1000% trustworthy. I don't give a damn whose money it is. If you win, you win. Now, that doesn't stop you from participating in other, pools, or maybe you're going to get your own tickets. I mean, it's $1 billion up for grabs. So I recommend you do whatever you want to do. But all we're looking for to kick things off is just one ticket, just $3. Cash app it to me. I'll take care of the rest. It's not, there's some fees associated with it, but I'll take care of it. There's some fees that associated with like transferring the money with Cash App. I'll take care of that for everybody. Don't worry about it. If I got to come out the pocket a little bit more, it's more than worth it. I just want to do it with you. Have some fun. So you can either direct message me on Facebook, or you can email me directly at nathansflows@gmail.com. I will respond immediately and accordingly. And here it is, just a little bit. I like that better. I will respond immediately and accordingly and let you know. The cutoff, there's two cuts off. There's a limit to the amount of people that are going to be able to participate, because I don't want to cut it with 100 people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what that cutoff is. I haven't really determined it. So for now, it's wide open. So far, I don't know how many people have already responded, but we're well over 20. So if you're interested, get in early. Get in early. It's just $3. You cash at me. Boom. I'm not going to put the details right now. I want you to do this process. The reason why is once we win, I want to make sure that I can confirm who it's from. So I got to have that email, and I got to know whose name that the ticket is under. I've done this many times before, so it just makes it so much easier. So when you do something like this, at least me anyway, when I do something like this, I'm planning to win. I'm planning to win. What about you? Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get into it. Sesame Street is being sued for $25 million in a class action lawsuit. I know that many people have seen those images of what appears to be little black and brown kids being overlooked by the actors, right? The street actors that are in some of those big suits, they're playing like a character from Sesame Street. And you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, I'll clue you in. All these videos have come up in the last 2 weeks. And now people are going way back years ago, sharing videos of how their kids were disrespected on Sesame Street, as in terms of like that they're doing these parades and all the kids and the family members, are like, and I guess I'm just a bad dad because I ain't never going to Sesame Street. I ain't never going to Disney World. It ain't happening. Junior 7, we ain't going. Never took Buddha, and I don't feel bad about it. It just seems like it's just the worst time ever. I'm just being honest with you. Is it a good time? It seems like it's a terrible time. I don't know. I don't know these things. Seems like you got to stay drunk. You got to get lit in order to have a good time. Standing in line for rides and, for funnel cakes and sugar water, they call a drink. It's just not my style of fun. And I'm way beyond Disney characters. You know what I'm saying? I just sue me. I guess I'm a bad dad. I ain't never going. Never. Shh. Kids are sleeping upstairs. So, woo, man. I know some of y'all have. I've seen some images of my Facebook friends. I'm like, y'all better than me. My brother-in-law took his family to Disney World. I was like, shh, you a better dad than me. I ain't there going. I don't have no interest whatsoever. People swear up and down like, it's so much fun. You just want me to be, miserable like you were. I'm smarter than that. I'm just going to stay away from the jump. I just ain't going to do it. Good morning to you. But anyway, so all these videos came out, and then they're just showing you clips, but in the clips, it appears that the actors that are in these suits, like a big old Sesame Street character, and they're like dancing and they're doing modern dances and stuff like that. And the kids want to take pictures because the kids see Sesame Street and the videos on YouTube, and they're all enamored with it and everything. And then they walk right past the black kids after slapping high fives, with white kids. That's what it looks like. And I didn't think anything of it. And two, I saw a press conference a couple of days ago. I think I even posted something like, are we headed toward a lawsuit? And that's exactly what happened. There is now a lawsuit. See this man right here with the baseball cap on? His children, his daughter, his name is Quentin Burns. His name is Quentin Burns. And he is a part of the class action lawsuit claiming that his daughter, Kennedy, with an I, was ignored by characters at a Sesame Street park parade, he says, because she is black. Now, Sesame Street came out and said, look, we're all about diversity and inclusion, and we would never stand for this kind of thing. But it just kept coming out. And when I saw a press conference on YouTube about a week ago, I was like, oh, they going for the money. And of course they are. $25 million class action suit. Apparently there were several lawsuits. They all came together, class action suit. They're asking for $25 million. They're asking for a public apology. And they're asking for the people that work in these parks. Did you know that Sesame Street was owned by SeaWorld? I had no idea. This Sesame Street in Philadelphia was owned by SeaWorld. I guess they're into that kind of stuff. Anybody been to SeaWorld? When I was a kid, I wanted to go to SeaWorld, but I have no interest in it whatsoever. I don't want to see them damn animals in captivity. That's all it is. Animals in captivity for human consumption. It's wrong. But okay, whatever. That's a sidebar. I had no idea the Sesame Street owned it. So they're going after Sesame Street. That's the parent company. $25 million. And there's a lot that I like about this. The one thing I like about this is I feel like we let too much go. I feel like people get outraged, they get disrespected, you get your rights violated, and too many times because people don't have the money to get a lawyer. That I think that's the top of it. Like if more people had money to get a lawyer, oh my God, there'd have been a hell of a lot more lawsuits. There is probably people in the audience right now, and you had a lawsuit, you had a case. How black folks say, I caught me a case. Things about to be good, right? Some of y'all might have caught a case, but you let it go because you didn't have representation, and you're like, damn, that's going to be a hurdle I can't get over, right? So I have no problem with lawsuits because with some of these big companies, they so big that the only way you can get their attention is to hit them in the pocketbook. In some of these cases, that's the only way they're going to change. Now, I just feel like there's too much video evidence for there not to have been something going on. Now, was it a pattern of racial discrimination? I don't know. Or was it just whoever's in the suit thought it was funny? Who knows? It don't really matter. You represent Sesame Street. F you, pay me. I got no problem with it. Again, I think most people, they've had some kind of incident and you like, you know what? I could get you, I got me a case, but you let it go. Tell me I'm wrong. So on that levels, I love it. I'm like, hey, if they're going to push the envelope and then push Sesame Street to do something better, to have better representation, then so be it. If it takes a class action lawsuit for you to make sure that the actors in the suits on the streets are acting appropriately in accordance to what you say are the morals of your company, then damn it, that's what it takes. I got no problem with it. What do you think? 513-873-7134. I don't know any details, so I can't speak to that. But I mean, just from where I'm sitting, I got no problem with it. We got no problem with it. Too many people let ish go. You've been disrespected. You've been discriminated against, especially on the job. You know what I'm saying? Especially on these jobs, man. Oh my gosh. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, the courts could be full of cases if people really had the money to fight it. But see, that's the way they get you on a job. The way they get you on a job is you just lost your job. You can't afford no damn lawyer. You stitching your pennies together to make sure you can get past the next 3 months, let alone pay for a lawyer, and the powers that be know that. So they get away with it. Happens all the time. So, for me, I hit them for the pockets. Hit them for $50 million. I know sure people are going to say it's frivolous, and I don't know if it's frivolous or not. I haven't dug that deep into it. I'm just saying on the surface, I saw the videos. Now, I think they landed on a little bit thick. I saw this press conference right here. I took a screen grab from the press conference here, and dude was like, man, I'm distressed. Just seeing my daughter's face like that is just so much for me. His name is Quentin Burns. I'm not getting on the brother because you got to play it all the way out. You got to play it all the way out. So I'm not mad at Mr. Quentin Burns, but come on, man. Oh, my daughter was traumatized. Apparently one of the children, because there's several families involved with it, but allegedly one of the young girls has been in isolation because she's so distraught because the Sesame Street character, didn't touch her hand. I'm like, really? 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 Like, if that happened to us, my kids would be like, did you see that? That is some Bill-ish, Dad, right? But they wouldn't be traumatized by it. Come on now. The kids are traumatized. If the kids are traumatized, that's because mom and dad are traumatized them by talking about it. You're going to be traumatized. We're going to get this check. You are traumatized. I am traumatized. You are traumatized. Come on now. Come on now. Ain't nobody traumatized because Rosita didn't touch your hand. But I know how the game is played. I know how the game is played. They got to play the game all the way out now. So Timothy writes, yes, there were multiple incidents of similar incidents. There are multiple videos of similar incidents, right? So they can't claim it was isolated. I saw the video. They tried to explain away like, oh, well, they was trying to get him to hold the baby in one video. He was saying he didn't want to hold the baby. But what are the other 3 or 4 videos I saw? Why, damn employees? You hired them, you train them, you tell them what your expectations is, you send them out, they do whatever the hell they want to do, and then they represent you. Damn employees. Everybody know, if you ever been a manager or you ever like ran an office or whatever, that you can hire somebody, you feel like you're so careful going through the hiring process. You train them and you feel like you are so meticulous to make sure that you train them properly. You send them mofos out there to work and represent you, and they do exactly what you told them and trained them not to do. Happens every single day. But in our world, you got to pay for that, depending on what they do. It's just the way it is. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for that. Sean writes, the children are innocent. It is sad. You are traumatized. You're traumatized. I am traumatized. You're traumatized. I am traumatized. My daughter's traumatized now, right? Come on, ain't nobody traumatized because no damn Sesame Street character didn't want to touch their hand. The only way they get kids ain't built like that. Kids are like, psh, a kid will fall off a building, blah, and get back up and run back out and start playing again. That's what kids are. Kids were elastic, man. Their bones are elastic. They do all kind of stuff. You know, kids are like, be at the bottom of the pool, you save them, spit up the water. Can I go back on the diving board? That's how kids are. Kids are super resilient. Kids don't care about that kind of stuff, especially if it's like a one-off. Like if it's like a over and over thing, like in a classroom, like bullying, that can get to them. But it's just like a one-off thing. They keep it moving. It's the parents that can't let shit go. Excuse my language. Lord, forgive me for my brash delivery. It's the parents that can't let stuff go because we're looking at the paycheck. Not in any way trying to say anything negative about this family because I think they should go for the money myself. Go for the money, sis. Go break their ass. Break them. Because whether they get $25 million a lot or not, some tells me Sesame Street is going to pay them, the family, something, and they're going to make sure in the listen, you better stop overlooking these black kids. I'm saying most people are too quiet. They just too compliant. They just go along with the flow. I'm not going to say nothing, and nothing ever changes. So I applaud these people. Number one, for videotaping it. Get your camera out and videotape these Karens and Darrens or the people acting crazy. Get ready for it because they're going to try to smack it out your hand and get all irate. Let them get irate. In the moment, they're going to be tough talking. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. As soon as they sit down with the person that supervises their position, all of a sudden, I'm sorry. It's been a bad month, you know. Sure it has. Good morning to you. Let me talk about Brittney Griner. Brittney Griner might be coming home. She might be coming home. Hooray, hooray, right? Where's the confetti? Brittney Griner might be coming home. I still don't like the way, and I don't blame Brittney Griner, and I get it. You know, your peoples in them is caught in Russia, you know, and you're trying to get them home desperately. You want them to come home by any means possible. And then you start talking about LeBron James. Well, if that was LeBron James, hell, I'm just a regular Joe. If I was caught in Russia, it wouldn't get anywhere near. We got a call on the line coming straight to you. Let me finish this thought. It wouldn't get anywhere near the kind of press coverage that it got because of Brittney Griner. She's a big-time WNBA. She's a cultural star. She's an icon of the WNBA and beyond. But now I'm reading that the Biden administration has offered a deal for her release. And I think it's possible that if the deal goes through, it could endanger American lives. I'll tell you why in just a second. Let me go to the phones. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Nate. This is Donita. How are you doing this beautiful morning?
Hey, good morning, Donita. I'm doing great.
Just wanted to say thank you for starting my day off. I'm driving to work, and you have me in this car cracking up. So thank you for starting my day off with a laugh.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
So when you said we're talking about the kid being traumatized because of the Sesame Street character, the first thing that popped in my head was, I don't know if you remember the scene in Cooley High when they had the car accident, and the one guy was saying he was okay, and the lady was like, "Whip last," and it's like, "Get on the ground, fool." So that
Right.
is like exactly what I thought about. Like she like told him like, "Nah, we hurt. Get on the ground." So I just like I said, that just popped in my head and made me laugh. And then finally, talking about going to Disney, man, don't do it, Nate. It's just not even worth it. Your kids will survive. A friend of mine took her child first. The kid was like about 8, and she has 2 kids. You know, two parents, 2 kids. So they spend a lot of money. And while they're there, the 8-year-old, after a while, like you said, standing in the heat, waiting in line, she was not impressed. She like, "Mommy, I'm ready to go." And my friend like, "Nah, we done spent all this money. We gonna be here all day." Finally, her little girl was like, "I hate Disney. I hate Disney." Because she just was like, "I'm done with the heat, the lines. I just want to go." So yeah, don't do it. We took Trey. He was maybe about 7, and after a few rides and dude was like, "Mommy, can we go back to the condo and get in the pool?" So I'm like, "Yeah, it ain't even worth it."
I already know, Danita. Trust me. I already know.
But yeah, just wanted to say that have a great day, choppers. Make it great.
I appreciate the call. Okay, we winning. Great call to start us off this morning. We winning. Appreciate that, Danita. Yeah, I want you to have a great morning. I want your day to start out with some mornings to get you started. These are carefully curated topics. I don't talk about everything. I carefully curate the topics, but I do offer some time on every show, typically every show, so we can hear from you, and we'll get to that later on in the program this morning. I got another call coming in. Let's see what's up. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, comrade.
What up, Black Russia?
Yes. Look like Russia's about to win.
Does it?
On that trade? Hell yeah. You gonna give me a merchant of death for some irrelevant WNBA basketball player like Angela Kinney said, and some white dude? Easy. He already did 3.5 years. Cool. My dude did 12.
Yeah, the white dude,
Put him
so
back on the
people didn't know,
battlefield.
his name is Waylon, I believe, right? Whelan, I believe. Waylon. Forget his last name.
Yeah.
He's been incarcerated.
You're right. That's his last name, I think.
You said it's his last name?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's his last name. And I don't know, he might be an American spy. He's got citizenship to the United States, the UK, Ireland, and one other country, and Canada. And Russia is saying that they think he was a spy, a U.S. spy. He might be. I don't know. He says he's not, but he's a part of the deal as well.
Yeah, I think if they would have traded straight up and we know he was a spy, that'd be one thing. But we don't know if he's a spy or not. It just seems like Biden just was weak on this one, bro. He's gonna get eaten alive on this one.
You think so? Why?
Because it's gonna look like he gave him to the woke left, the LGBTQ ABCDEFG mob. That's how it looks. I mean, the politically spin this is gonna kill him on this.
I could see that. Maybe we'll see. Or maybe he's like, look,
I don't know, man.
These two American lives are worth it. Like if you were caught in Russia for whatever circumstances, wouldn't you want Biden to do whatever he could to bring you home?
Hey, I could understand if he didn't, though. If he took the merchant of death without, I know the terms and conditions, but you're gonna trade me for basically a war criminal. I could see me having to do that time. I understand because I'd have put myself in a bad spot.
Hold on one second. Sorry about that, brother. You still there?
Cool.
Sorry
That's
about
good
that,
to
man.
family.
Little man
Yeah, I'm still here. No, you good. But from the outside looking in, it looks like a bad deal. It makes him look weak, bro. This is another reason why I'm not going to vote for him in 2024. I'll vote for Brittney. I'll vote for
Trump.
Oscar the Grouch.
You'd vote for Trump again, wouldn't you?
I would. At this point, after what I've seen from Joe Biden, yeah, I would. I regret not voting for him now. After seeing what I've seen in the last 2 years, I regret, bro.
Don't do that.
I did vote for him in 2016.
Don't
I
blame
regret
Joe Biden.
that, bro.
You telling me you haven't seen enough from Trump to not vote for him again? What? Why would you?
No, I said I've seen enough to vote for Trump again compared to Biden. But I've seen from Biden after 2 years, I'm like, run Trump back. Run him back,
amazing.
bro.
So on one hand, you got no standard, and on the other hand, you got like the highest standard ever. So with Trump, he has no standard whatsoever. But then with Biden, his standard is through the roof. That's interesting. Okay. Go ahead, brother. You still there?
What value is Biden?
Say what?
Can you hear me? Hold on. Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you now. I just heard the first thing I heard was, what's the value of sobriety or something like that?
Nah, I said, what's the value? I think the value of Trump in terms of providing free Supreme Court justice. What type of value is Biden brought to the table during his presidency?
What did you just say? You said the value that you see in Trump is his Supreme Court justices. Are you kidding me? And you're a black man saying this.
I'm a black man saying that.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So Trump appointed 3 what appears to be extremely conservative justices. Nobody black.
I'm not into ID
I'm just
politics.
saying.
So saying that he ain't put nobody
I just
black,
can't believe you
like,
just said what you just said out of your whole mouth. I just can't believe this. Nobody black, no diversity whatsoever. They're probably going to rule in a way that will impact the little guy, right? And then Biden appoints the first black female ever to Supreme Court, but that has no value whatsoever. So, like I said, when it comes to Trump, your threshold is so low, right? He can do no wrong. And when it comes to Biden, he can do no right. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like weird, but we all different. We
I
all
don't know
got
what.
different ways of looking at the
I
world.
mean, yeah, we all different. I'm just looking at Biden like this is the last straw for me. After seeing he gonna trade a war criminal for Brittney Griner, because it ain't really about Wayland. Look, have you seen what his family has said about?
Well,
they
whose
got
family is saying?
Wayland got no attention. Wayland, what his
Right.
family said. Like the Biden administration has totally ignored them for 3.5 years. They've been trying to talk. They have never even met with Biden.
Well,
They got no airtime with Biden.
I
Brittney
don't
Griner
blame
comes
that
along,
family. I don't blame that family. They want their family member to come home. They're going to say and do whatever they got to do to raise awareness. That's their right. I would expect nothing less. How's that shame on Biden?
That. No, but I'm saying but Biden gave him no airtime.
I don't know what
Biden has given him no airtime in the last 2 years.
Okay.
Done nothing. Then Brittney Griner gets caught up with her cartridges and shit, and it's like, oh, we got it. Now we gonna get him home because it's convenient now because Brittney Griner is some supposed star. I mean, I watched her at Baylor, but after that, I don't watch WNBA. So, but Baylor, she was the rest because she was dunking on everybody, but she brought no value to America. Like we trade him for a war criminal. You said it yourself, like American lives are going to be in danger because of this trade. And it's really about Brittney Griner. It really ain't about Wayland. Mm-hmm. Even if he was a spy, Bob was going to leave him over there.
Right. Well, listen, if you're the family of Mr. Wayland, they want him to come home. So whether it's Brittney Griner or somebody, Al Sharpton or whoever, if freaking Spider-Man can get him home, they'll be happy about it. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
But does this trade make America safer? This trade don't make America no safer.
Well, that leads me to a point I'm going to share.
It puts them more in danger.
Yeah, listen, I jive with you. I concur. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Anything, but the way Trump can do no wrong in your mind, no wrong, and Biden can do no right. I think it's real interesting, but it is what it is, brother. Anything else?
That'll be it, bro.
That's it. All right, cool.
Have a great morning. Hope you hit the billion.
Take it easy. That's Black Russia checking in. Das Vidanya. Is that a real Russian word? And what the hell does it mean? Can I help you? You want to tell the people how you was acting up at CRC since you went here? No, go ahead and tell them how you was acting up. Nah, it ain't time to get shy. Tell the people. Okay. Can I help you? I'm working right now. Go back in the other room or go back upstairs. I know exactly where it is. Don't let me tell you again. I'm not too happy with your behavior. You don't want to tell the people? Oh, okay. Now you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk about how he was acting up at CRC, huh? I'm going to put you on blast, just like I did your sister. These guys. But Brittney Griner might be coming home. Biden's plan is he's offered a man named Victor Bout, a.k.a. the Merchant of Death. He's serving a 25-year sentence in some American sunken place because they say that he is a Russian arms trafficker. And now Paul Whelan is his name. Paul Whelan is the name of the other American who has been held by Russian authorities. He's been there for some time. As I said, he's got multiple citizenships, U.S., U.K., Canada, Ireland, and the United States, not the U.K., I'm sorry, the Russia said that they suspected him of being a spy. He may be, he may not be, I don't know. But that's the deal. So Brittney Griner and this man, Paul Whelan, for Victor Bout. His name, his background, his photograph, he just looks like a scary bad guy. He looks like he's a character straight from like the new G.I. Joe movie. You got Cobra Commander, you got Destro, and then you got the Merchant of Death. It all just kind of fits. Like he's going to be the featured villain in the new Mission Impossible series or something. Let me show you his image. I've showed it to you before, but again, not to overly criminalize anybody. He is sitting in jail right now, 25 years, so I guess he did something. Although we know in America, You ain't got to do nothing to sit in jail for 40 years. You ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here's the image. That's Victor Bout right there. Now tell me, Victor Bout with a K. A Victor with a K? Now, you know that's some evil stuff right there. Last name Bout, as in fight. Come on, yo. And, listen, I say bring Brittney home. Who am I to say don't bring her home? If I was over there, I want you to bring me home. I get it 100%. But, the problem with that is that, hell, if you can snatch and grab U.S. citizens and then get, arms traffickers released, then won't that just put a target on the back of Americans traveling abroad? Snatch you up and get somebody else released. That's my fear of it. And again, Brittney Griner did this to herself. I feel for the sister. I really, really do. But damn, you can't vape in every country. That's your responsibility to know the laws. Know where you are, sis. Well, I didn't know it was in my backpack, but I mistakenly put some drug paraphernalia in my backpack, and then I went to Russia. Whose fault is this? Oops, my bad works when you're a kid. Everybody knows this. The older you get, the less excuses and tolerance that people have for mistakes. Your old ass should have known better. You're too old for this. You ever heard this before? You're too old for this. Brittney Griner was too old to go to Russia and make this kind of mistake. It's all on her. It really is. They ain't stop nobody else. They ain't stop her teammates. They all went through customs. The reason they stopped her is they found drug paraphernalia. Now, I think it's small and silly, but what I think don't fucking matter when it comes to U.S. and Russia relations. Sometimes you just can't shoot yourself in the foot. It's all bad every day. So let's say they make this transfer. Hooray, hooray. Brittney Griner's coming back and she can dunk on women in the WNBA and live her best life and post Instagram videos. That's all she gonna do. Post some Instagram videos. And then Peter Whalen or Paul Whalen can come home and he can debrief, his superiors at Langley or wherever the hell else he interfaces at. And Victor Bout's going to go back to selling drugs to dangerous people across the world and get Americans killed. And then they're going to snatch some other Americans because they just saw, we can snatch and grab Americans. Ooh-wee. Let's see who we want to get released. They might snatch you. You never know. So that's a really tough situation. And sometimes the right thing to do can't be done. But what do you think? What should happen in that case? 513-873-7134. Kennedy with an I. Yes, with an I. SeaWorld is terrible. I already know. Now, I know some of you might have taken your kids to SeaWorld and all that kind of stuff, and I'm about to make you mad because I'm going to say something about you. It's just my observation. And again, God bless the parents that's got the means to do that. You know what I'm saying? But that shit is expensive. I'm saving to go to damn Disney World? Oh, hell no. I just can't see it. Me and the wifey made a pact together. That's why I rock with that one. We made a pact together, a bond together early on. We said no Disney World. And we have worked successfully to suppress that in our household ever since then. We watching something and Disney World come on, click. We watched the Super Bowl. We watched afterward. As soon as they start we going to Disney World stuff, click. We change the channel. We control the programming. I ain't going for it. And I think a lot of these parents, and again, I might be talking about you. Don't get in your damn feelings. It's the Nathan Ivey Show. You already know it's a dangerous place sometimes. But I just feel like some of these parents go down there because they never got a chance to go to Disney World. Like, I always want to go to Disney World, so I couldn't go. So I'm going to make sure my kids go. Man, hell no. And then I think it's kind of like the thing to do. Like, we check that off our box. Man, please, save that money. Do something else. Don't tell my kids. Because kids want to go where the fun is. But the idea of standing in line for hours and hours and hours, and you know how it is. The floor gets sticky because kids dropping cotton candy and diet sodas, stains everywhere, and stickiness and humidity and funnel cakes. Just don't do it for me. I'm sorry. Just don't do it for me. I don't want to high five Minnie or Mickey or Goofy or anybody else, Snow White or the Little Mermaid. I don't want to high five none of you folks. I don't want to get on your stinking rides. I don't want to do none of that. So y'all better than me. I admit it. Y'all are so much better than me. I ain't doing it. You know what? I ain't going to be able to do it. I am not going to be able to do it. But you do it and tell me all about it. Oh, man. Good morning to you. Let's go back to the phones. Good morning and welcome.
Morning, Nathan. Good morning. It's Kev on the cell.
What up, Kev?
I got a lot today, but I'm gonna make it quick. First off, you daggone Skippy. That's right. I took my kid to Disney World and Disneyland because my mama and my daddy did not have money for us to go. I wanted to go for many, many years, and we took care of that as a couple of vacations. Sure did. Amen. Thank you, Lord, for providing me with the funds to be able to do it. Disney World beats Disneyland, by the way. Don't fly to California. That ain't really worth it. Russia, man. Okay, bruh. First off, Trump is a better move than Biden. You know, he said all the things that Trump did and then named one. And even that one.
And he said Supreme Court justices. What is this, man? Black Russia? Woo.
Something in the milk ain't clean, man. Something in the milk ain't clean. You gotta be kidding me. This man chose three people who are diametrically opposed to our very existence, man, with their beliefs. Not that they're bad people. I don't know them, you know what I'm saying? But they still are just opposed to the way I think. And I know this because they've said it pretty much to the entire world. And then you're going to vote for a guy who basically was like, light the world on fire, just make me the king. Come on, man. Nathan, you can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make this up. All right, let me get to something that's really, really important. Play the lottery. I'm going to play my $2. And Nate, I'm going to play with you as well, right? Absolutely. But I went to a meeting on Friday. Not a meeting. It was an event, corporate event. And the people there all look like us, man. Everybody in the room not everybody, but most of the people in the room look like us, man. And they were talking about equity and inclusion for us as people. So a couple of things to think about, man. There was a lot of commentary on, diversifying your assets, which is important. Real estate being the number one way that wealth is created in this country. Now, this is being said by people who, quite honestly, were multimillionaires. You know what I mean? So definitely folks that got the bag. The ticket price was $150 to $1,500, and I didn't pay because my employer paid for it. So, when we get a chance to be in the room, we got to share what we find in the room. The other thing that was said, and I hadn't thought about it, but something I think worth at least looking into, was looking at like Start Engine and all of these small investment opportunities that are out there now that we didn't used to have a chance to get in on, like startups and things like that. One of the guys that was just started 4 years ago, but has made multi-millions of dollars in startups. Again, you got to do your research first. I'm not here to tell you how to do it quite yet. I'm working on it myself. But just making sure that we're figuring out different ways to get that bag, and then and figuring out ways also to share the bag. They were talking about trust versus wills, and great ways to make sure that you pass your wealth on. So here's the one great thing that I heard that I will share, because this nugget was solid. They finished the thought, right? A will is important because otherwise there's probate. If you don't know what probate is, it's a court. It's basically a function of the court that says, hey, whatever you have, because you didn't tell us what to do with it, we're going to figure out where it should go. It can be held up for years, especially if something is intestate. If somebody says, hey, no, that's not right, I was supposed to get that. So that can hold up the transfer of your whatever it is that you have to whomever it is you want to give it to. That can hold it up for like years. So make sure you get a will. But more importantly, a trust is more powerful. Now, one of the issues in the bars to the trust is having, and I'm not going to be too much longer, Nate, so I apologize.
Go ahead.
One of the issues in the bars to the trust is that there's it can be expensive. But somebody said this, and this was strong. They said as one of the perks of her job, they offered legal as part of the job, which I've never heard of. But I heard that, and I was like, man, let me check with my job, see if that's something I got too, right? And so she got a trust made for free. So if you have an employer, look and see if that's one of the things that you can use. There's also a couple of services, the prepaid legal, things like that, that you can look into as well. And then last but not least, you can actually always file pro se, which means on your own behalf, by basically buying a packet. And then for a couple of dollars, maybe $150 to $500, you may be able to have an attorney look over what you prepare. But definitely, we got to get and give that bag. And keep in mind, I put this in a post already on the chat. Entrepreneurship, real estate, stocks, bonds, investment groups, all of those things are vehicles that can help us increase our wealth so we're no longer at the bottom of the barrel. Get and give the bag. And in November, please, please, please show up at the polls. Take a couple people with you. We got to make sure what we really want is the Ohio gets flipped to a Democratic Senate seat. If we can get that, we actually take care of one of those people over there. Apparently, Manchin is a little bit more, gung-ho than Sinema. So on a couple of things, we might get them passed because Sinema might be like, all right, well, I'll just go with the folk. Where Manchin's like, nah, I'm not going to do it. So at least that will get us one step closer. But then there's also Pennsylvania. There's Wisconsin. There's Georgia. There's so many different places where we can win. Just keep going, choppers. We ain't going to stop. We got to keep getting it. Nate, I'm getting that $2 to you, bro. When we win this billion, $3. $3, my bad. When we win this billion, I'm going to Disney World. Yes, I am. I said it. Be blessed. Stay safe.
Take it easy, man. I'm not going to Disney World. I don't know. Text messages are coming in and emails are coming in and people in my DMs right now. And so I'll do it after the show. I'll respond to everybody up to this afternoon who's already put their $3 in. At this point, I think in the past I've done like $10. I think we did, and I gave everybody 3 tries, and then that extra dollars just went to like the transfer fee. This time around, I'm just saying, just $3. We can play the Powerball. We win, we share it equally. Simple as that. And once I see how many people are involved, I think we've done as many as like 35, 40. I think we did before. So we might reach that. And I will confirm with everybody to let you know you're in. And if you don't hear a confirmation from me via email or direct message, that means you're not in. But I'll take care of all of this stuff between now and tomorrow afternoon. The cutoff is Friday at 12 noon. That's the cutoff because I want to make the purchases early. I don't want to be standing around at 9:30 trying to make a purchase. I don't want to do all of that. I want to get the purchase early on Friday, get a photocopy of the tickets, and then send it out to everybody so that you can play at home. I know if I'm a part of a lottery pool, I want to see the tickets and I want to count this. I want to see myself. So that's what I'll do. Oh, we got time. I don't got to leave just yet. Good morning to you. Let me take a quick break. We'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. Live, local, and vocal. This is the Nathan Ivey Show. All right. Brought to you by the good folks over at Sin Digital Media. Don't go anywhere. All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Again, today's show is brought to you by our friends over at Renew Community Church. They offer a Sunday morning live stream. It's a masterclass, and you can tap in on Facebook and on YouTube. This Sunday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they'll be talking about relationships. Why do many relationships fall apart and end in ugly breakups? Tap in this Sunday. Check it out. And good morning to you there. We're back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So you got me up for another. I thought I had to leave at 8:30, but I can go until like 8:35. So you got me for about 10 more minutes if you want to share your thoughts on anything we're discussing. And I'll open up the segment for you. What's on your mind? What have we missed? What needs to be discussed? Yeah, I'll open the door for you. Good morning to you. Good morning, Atlantis. Good to see you. Unblock me. Brent says unblock me. Okay. Pamela writes, back in the day on the Uncle Al show, he would pass over black children. Every now and then there is a post on Cincinnati old photos and people, they still comment about it. This was 40 plus years ago. People remember, but not traumatized for 40 years. Really? My little brother was on Uncle Al show. Shout out to my little brother, Remy. His birthday was yesterday. Little bro, like my biological little bro. Great guy. If you met my little brother, you love him. Everybody loves Remy. You hear me talk about him from time to time. You could drop my brother in a rainforest with a tribe of cannibals, and he'll walk out. He'll walk out one of them. He's just got a very personable. He's very personable. Shout out to Remy. Yeah, but he was on the Uncle Al show. Uncle Al had this little dance he would do, and the kids would be shaking. I mean, we had a videotape of him doing it on the Uncle Al show for his birthday. I remember that. Yeah. Cleopatra writes, that son does hit different at Disney. I already know. Wow, Disney is so overrated. I already know. Sometimes you can learn from other people's mistakes. I've been to Kings Island. You go to Kings Island, you go up there for like you get to Kings Island within the 2 hours, you're ready to go home. Grown folks ready to go home. Kids, they can be there all day, forever. Forever and forever and forever and forever and forever. And as an adult, you like, I'm missing my show. I want to get some real food. Dale writes, Brittney Griner has played overseas because women here in America won't support the WNBA to boost their popularity and get them paid, but steady crying that the WNBA players don't get paid enough. Ooh, we making points on points on points. There's some truth on that. Like, why don't more women support the WNBA? Women are watching the NBA, but then you want to blame men. Can't do that. Sustained. His point is sustained. Brent writes, Black Russia hates black women and loves Putin. Yes, he does. He loves him some Putin. Come on, bruh. She ain't irrelevant. She did some dumb stuff, but come on, fam. I wouldn't say that Brittney Griner is irrelevant. If she was irrelevant, we wouldn't be talking about her. I'll tell you who's very relevant are my patrons. My patrons are super relevant. I want to thank them all by name, starting with Rhonda. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Kush, appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Kush. Charles, appreciate you. Michelle, James, appreciate you. Monique, I appreciate you. Bobby, appreciate you. Brandon, appreciate you. Lee, I appreciate you. Kelly, much appreciated. Brother Omar, Flomania, much appreciated, bro. Valisa, I appreciate you. Jared, hashtag Team NI. Marcia, good. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Brian Taylor, appreciate you. Sean, appreciate you. Ashley, appreciate you. Daryl, appreciate you. K-Works, appreciate you. Bozilla, appreciate you. Pat, appreciate you. Cinnamon, appreciate you. Zola, appreciate you. Ray and Renee, thank you so much. Dee, I appreciate you. Thank you. Rachel, I appreciate you. Tony, I appreciate you. Asia, much appreciated. James, much appreciated. Christy, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you. Gregory, appreciate you. Gallon, thank you so much. Jenny, thank you so much. Jane, Charles, appreciate you. And Elaine, appreciate you. And then all the folks that have been patrons at any time, I appreciate your support. We're just getting started. I ain't going nowhere. And every day I get confirmation that we are in the right lane. I'll say it again. You're gonna break that, bro. We are innovators. We are innovators. We are innovators. Yes, I'm the leader. I'm the Nathan Ivey show creator, all that kind of stuff. But you never do anything by yourself. We create a whole new lane here in the city that others will follow. You know it and I know it. But we started this first. We are the trendsetters. We are the creators of the culture. And I ain't going nowhere. Well, I ain't going nowhere. I loves it. You're going to break that, bro. And when you do it over there. Okay? Step out of here. You know daddy's working. Let's not keep having this conversation. The only reason you can come in here if you want to tell people what you did at CRC. You want to do that? Then out of this office. Are you still hungry? I'll take care of you in a minute. But out of the office and take care of yourself while I'm working, this little boy. I won't even tell you what this boy did. I'll let him come tell you. No, you gonna tell him. It's my daddy, just tell him. No, you come tell him. Okay, let it go, bud. Let me see. It's a good time, Nathan. I went in 2016, took a couple of my grandkids. Okay. All right, Eloise. I'm glad you had a good time. You better than me. I fully admit it. You're a better parent than I am. If that's how we gonna judge parenting, I'm terrible. I fully admit it. Guilty as charged. Lock me up. Guilty as charged. Oh my gosh. I ain't never gonna do it. It ain't about money. It really ain't. I mean, we could afford to go down there back 1,000, once a year if we really wanted to, but we could. We good. Y'all have all the fun. Jerica writes, I agree, those babies ain't traumatized. Well, Jerica, this man right here says that his daughter is traumatized. And his father now, this man right here is a part of a $25 million class action lawsuit. The lawyer claims that about 25 to 30 other families have come forward with videos similar to what we saw over the years. The lawyer is now asking for the theme park to pay for the girls' mental health expenses, claiming that one is in isolation. So one of these little black and brown children is in isolation somewhere because of Disney, evil Disney. How dare they? Traumatizing kids like this. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's evil. And oh my God. I just can't see some kid getting traumatized over something like that. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see it, but it doesn't matter. I hope they're successful in their lawsuit because at first I didn't think too much about it, family, but the more and more I looked at it, the more and more I realized, like, wait a minute, something's going on here. You start seeing these different videos. Like the first video, I was like, you can easily explain that. Maybe you're overreacting. Then I saw another video. Then I saw another video. Then I saw another video. And I'm like, okay, clearly something's going on with whoever's in the suit. Telling you, anonymity is oh man. That's the reason why people catch so much hell online because of the anonymity, right? That's the reason why, people that drive around with heavily tinted windows are a menace to the roads because they feel like since you can't see them and make visual eye contact, you got the anonymity. They can do what they want to do. Meanwhile, you can see the damn license plate. I'm telling you, I'm onto something here. I know you're gonna tell me I'm wrong about this, but y'all said the same thing about them Bengal uniforms until the new uniforms came out. And they look super dope, don't they? You can't wait. You're excited, aren't you? You feel differently about the team now, don't you? Correct, Amundo. Correct. And wait till they do the all black helmets. You're gonna jump out your seat. You're gonna love it. Let me see her. It's 8:31. We got time for a call. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Nate. This is your West Side Connection, Drop Squad 52. Hey, real quick, Nate, I'm sitting here listening to the show.
Yeah.
You talking about Disneyland, Disney World.
Yeah.
And I had to call on my favorite artificial intelligence, Alexa. And all I said was, Alexa, what is the average cost for a family of 4 to attend Disney World in Orlando?
What do you think Alexa said, Nate?
I'd say about 5,000.
Bro, you almost hit it on the head. $4,000, Nate.
Yeah.
Who has that kind of money, especially black folks, to get the experience that this man is talking about? They're gonna win the case, Nate.
If they don't settle, they might not even go to court.
Well, settling is winning, right?
Settling is winning. Yeah, it could be.
Okay, yeah. That's all I got, Nate. Because I love listening to your show, sitting back, get information, and you know me, I trust but verify everything. So I just wanted to see the price. But out here in California, Disneyland, it's about half of that. But it's a very expensive experience for your family. And if you can afford it, like shout out to Kev on the sale, my man about his business, so I know he got that kind of money. But it's a tough call. So I guess your stance is you ain't doing it, huh?
No, I don't ever see that happening. And I ain't taking no grandkids either, so no. If I have $4,000 to take them, I'm gonna take them somewhere like so they can see some of the wonders of the world or something like that.
But because Nate, it was a story. I think it was yesterday I saw where somebody was standing on line at an amusement park. I don't know if it was Disneyland, but you know how you'll have one person hold the line and then the whole damn family come in and take the spot. It was a big fight. And they said that
I saw it.
It takes like 2 to 3 hours to stand in line for some of these rides. And Nate, $4,000, I can't do it. I mean, I got one grandson. I might later on, I don't know, but I couldn't do it if I had a family like yours, Nate. That's a lot of money, bro. And it could be used for better things. So on this case, Nate, I'm on your side, brother. Shout out to the Nathan Ivey Show, #1 in Cincinnati, and soon to be worldwide and highly recognized. Peace out, Nate.
Yeah, appreciate the love, man. Take it easy. That's my bro. That's my big bro right there. Y'all think I don't like Drop. I love Drop. I don't just like Drop. I love Drop. I don't just like him. I love the guy. And so when you hear me going at him, I'm just being real with him. If he was my biological uncle, I say the same thing. You're tripping, Unc. Get your lips off Trump's tail. You know, I would say the same thing. That one has nothing to do with the other. But don't get things twisted. All right. Good morning to you. What is it? All right, man. We're leaving soon. This guy, y'all ready to go to CRC? I gotta take him to CRC in a little bit. He's like, Daddy. He wants to go. I get it. Good morning to you. Good morning. Just one last thing I want to share with you. And again, if you live in the city of Cincinnati, you want to pay close attention to this. A mask remain a recommendation. Cincinnati's COVID-19 hospitalizations are on the rise, meaning that people are being hospitalized because of COVID. COVID is not over, my friends. I want all of y'all to take care of yourself. Masks are now recommended to be worn indoors in Hamilton County and other parts of the Cincinnati region due to the high risk of COVID spread. Now, I know we just went through this weekend and people was jam-packed. It was outdoors for the most part, except, all the partying goes down in the suites. People were having a good time. They were singing and dancing and Janet Jackson and all this kind of stuff. I'm glad you did, because what it tells me is that we need a release. People are looking for ways to get out. However, I just want to drop this point on you that we're in the red in Hamilton County once again. And now they talking about something new called monkey paw. You heard about this new monkey paw thing? Like, monkey paw? Who comes up with this? Who's in charge of coming up with the names? You know what I'm saying? Why my son say Joe Biden? Monkeypox is what it's called, not paw. Monkeypox. It's a viral disease. They've got at least 2 to 3 confirmed cases here in Cincinnati. I just want to hip you the game. I'd be remiss in my duties if I didn't try to keep my people safe out there. That's all I'm trying to say. Just mask up when you're indoors. And really, when you get around a lot of people, you should be masking up because, you just never know. And there's a significant portion of the population that just refuses to do anything for anybody other than themselves, i.e. the vaccine deniers. They just refuse. They don't care about nobody but themselves. They don't care. They don't believe that they don't believe it's a real thing, and they don't care if they spread it to you. They don't care about you and your family. I would just say make sure you stay masked up. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all I got for you. In and out. Got to make a move this morning. Have an excellent rest of your day. Okay. Remember our motto: winners focus on winning, and losers focus on winners. So stay focused and stay winning, and we'll talk real soon.
My mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get on my God, on my told him it's nothing. In the discussion, all them feelings I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on.